Join me, let's cook something delicious together. And today we are frying some fish, shrimps, and making grease. Yes, we don't have banku available, but trust me, the process is the same. Welcome to Leka Treat. So over here I have a pack of frozen fish. You can use any fish of your preference, but today we are using the gilt head bream or the silver sea bream or gilt head sea bream. Yes. And we also have a pack of frozen shrimps which I picked up from the Asian store. We also have some veggies which we'll be using to prepare our sauce and also season up our fish during the frying process. We have our grease over here, also known as semolina. We have oil to fry our fish, and yes, we have some vinegar and salt as well. So let's get started. Let's get cooking our delicious, yummy food. So begin by rinsing our veggies very well. We'll start off by rinsing the veggies we'll be using for our sauce, our red sauce. And for this, we'll be using vinegar. So over here, we have the veggies that we'll be preparing our red sauce with and also using for garnishing. Next, we'll be rinsing up the veggies and herbs that we'll be using to season up our oil during the frying process. You'll never go wrong with some bunches, of rosemary. We have here fresh rosemary, and as you can tell, they look amazing. We also have some garlic and onion. We'll be preparing our semolina or grease. I always love to give it a quick stir when the water boils up, and then I use my wooden spoon to do the mixing process. Yechi. Next, we'll be cutting up one onion, tomato, our green and yellow bell pepper, and then set them aside to use later. In making our red sauce, we'll be using half onion and one habanero pepper, as well as 5 pieces of tomatoes. It is always important to deseed your tomatoes prior to, blending it up. I love to blend it, and I'm going to use my hand blender for this process. I start off with a little bit of the tomato, the onion, and the red pepper, the habanero pepper, to ensure that my pepper is well blended. So I blend it up, and afterwards I add the remaining pieces of the cut tomatoes and then give it a little, blend here and there so that I have chunks in there for it to give the taste of pepper that has been grinded in an earthenware pot or in an apotoyowa. We are going to, add a little bit of salt in there, just enough to suit your taste. Mix it very well together and then set it aside. We are all done with our sauces. I have over here some shito, and we'll have a recipe coming up soon here on the channel, but we already have one in case you are interested in preparing it yourself at home. Over here, we'll be working on a pack of frozen shrimps. We'll be rinsing it very well and removing the antenna. Over here, we have our fish, which has already been gutted, as you can tell, and the scales are also, taken off. But I just want to ensure that we remove all the scales, especially at the back of the head of the fish. So it's important to use a knife to rub on that section of the head and also cut all the fins off so that we have a beautifully looking fish at the end of our frying time. Now that we are done rinsing our fish very well and patting it dry, we are going to be scouring it up to ensure that the flavors in the oil that has been infused in there gets absorbed by the fish very well, and it also aids in having crispy fish at the end of the frying process. For our fish and shrimps, all we did to season it up was to use some salt, and then we'll be placing our onion and garlic and rosemary in the oil as we fry. Over here we have some flour. I'm going to lightly coat my fish with the flour. Another alternative is to, sprinkle a little bit of the flour into your oil, and this prevents, the oil from splashing around as you fry the fish, and it also helps you to achieve crispy result. So at a point in time, once I notice that my onion or my garlic is browning up, I take it out so that I do not have bitter tasting fish. So finally, we are all done. We have our semolina here. We have our fried fish. Look at that crispiness over there. And this is not just any ordinary fried fish, it is infused with some garlic, rosemary, and onion. We also have our shrimps. Oh my goodness, you need to give this recipe a try. It gives you a taste of Ghana. And also we have our red sauce. So you need to give this recipe a try. The good thing is you don't have to eat this with only semolina or grease. You can have this with banku, you can have it with kenke, with some cooked rice or french fries, yam. You just need to give this recipe a try. You can even have it with sweet potatoes or roasted plantain. It tastes amazing. And now to my best part, tasting the food. In this case, it's not tasting the food, but enjoying the food with me together. And we are going to take a bit of each item on the table. We have our fish in there, we have our shrimps, we have our grease, our pepper, our onion, and our bell pepper. I really do hope you give this recipe a try. You are going to enjoy it. Your family and friends are going to absolutely enjoy this food. And please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Also share with your friends and family. As always, simple, easy, lekker. See you in the next one. Bye. We are all done and I'm enjoying the food. It's delicious. You need to give it a try. And there's our shrimp. Very juicy.